This is a heavily modded single-player versus AI scenario that I created in Game Master mode that involves commanding AI teammates like a strategy game, providing them positional orders on a map before tagging alongside them as they act out the orders for the ensuing battles. Consider this the briefing portion of the video. On this carrier, I have a company of 4 platoons, each platoon containing 10 operators that are then divided into squads of 5. The mission is to infiltrate the region and disrupt the hostile factions that have been warring over the territory ever since the government collapsed. Our first objective is to establish a stronghold instead of a main operating base. It's been decided that the Northwest Airport will become that MOB. But to take it, we'll first need to detour to the island just to the south and seize the outpost of an enemy faction, since satellite images show surface-to-surface missiles in the area capable of striking the airport. Intelligence insists that there are only 14 enemy combatants in or patrolling around the outpost, a job for a single platoon under the cover of darkness. We'll be taking a chopper to a smaller island just off the southern coast where a rib has been positioned by a local asset. That will be our ride to the first objective. Once it's taken, we'll radio back the all clear to the mothership and they'll send us a ride with reinforcements to the main objective. There will be another briefing with updated intel before that assault commences.
Squad, mount up. Find a vehicle. Contact, northwest. Enemy soldier, 50 meters. I'm covering. Go. Two. I'm moving. Cover. 7. I'm on it. Fire.
I'm taking 5. Contact,
I'm moving.
northwest.
Cover.
Enemy soldier, 100 meters.
On the move. Two, I'm on it.
Cover fire.
Dostal jsem ho.
Cover.
Dva. Dva.
Let's go.
Jdu po něm. Dva. Útočí. Covering. I'm moving. I'm covering.
Hey, got it. Go. I'm taking fire.
Jedna. Jdu na to. Dvě. Jdu po něm. Krytí palba.
Squad, search the area.
On the move. Dvě. Trefili. Jdu. Kryjte mě. Dvě. Jdu na to.
Intel shows taking the airport will prove to be much more difficult than the island. Not only are there major gaps in cover, but those gaps are in perfect view of strategically positioned enemy squads. Some are patrolling the runway, but most are well established inside buildings, including snipers in the control tower, and the numbers are about even. Reports indicate 25 to 30 combatants. So they definitely have the advantage. Even if successful, we're expecting heavy casualties. The best we can do is come up with an effective plan of attack. So this is it. Leapfrogging our way in. Each squad's job will be to provide cover for the ensuing squad that follows, strong-arming our way to the high ground, which is the control tower. First squad will get a head start and begin the attack, taking up a defensive position at the edge of this tree line and pouring lead into these buildings on the southwest side of the runway, where we know multiple fire teams are stationed. With any luck, first squad will make it into position before taking fire, but regardless, once they are there, grabbing everyone's attention and taking fire is their purpose. Soon after first squad becomes the popular kid in school, second squad will join the fight for attention from the south of those same buildings. Meanwhile, third squad will force their way past second squad and into the woods behind the buildings, hooking in and attacking the compound from the west, enveloping the outpost from 3 directions. While that's happening, fourth squad, following at a distance, will move past all the action and further north into the wooded area, then hooking east through the forest to the guard shack across the runway from the hangar. Once it's seized, they'll have a clear shot into the hangar where the bulk of the forces should be without much cover. Now, while 4th Squad is making their way past all the action focused on the compound, 5th and 6th Squads will be moving across no man's land, number 1, on the east side to their covering positions in this wooded area. 5th Squad will take up a defensive position here and pour even more fire into the western compound, while 6th Squad continues to move up and secure the northern area of the woods. I will be following closely behind 6th Squad. When I reach them at the edge of the woods, my job is to start tossing smoke into no man's land number 2 between the woods and the control tower. If the timing is right, 7th Squad, consisting of the 4 remaining operators from the night op, will arrive in time to run to the tower using the concealment of the smoke, and I will join them. Again, we're expecting multiple marksmen and snipers in that tower, so those of us who actually reach the tower alive will be responsible for taking it down as quickly as possible so everyone else can begin a final push on the hangar from the south. Operation Leapfrog is a go. Timing is key. With any luck, I placed all the walk and run command markers perfectly.
I'm taking fire. I'm taking
2,
fire.
taking fire.
What? I'm taking fire. Engaging.
On the move.
Move it.
Two. I'm on it. One. Hit. One. Contact. I'm taking fire.
Gunner. Contact. Enemy soldier. On the move.
Один.
Three.
One. Got him.
Один! Меня подстрелили.
Covering. On the move.
I was amazed to see this many dudes still breathing, especially since there was back and forth gunfire the whole time. We only lost 10 guys, and I say only knowing that's 30% of what we started with. But I still would have been happy if only 10 guys survived, but that just leaves us more bodies now to go on these other missions. To debrief, I was feeling good when I was making my way to the airport through the forest behind 6th Squad and began to hear the gunfire. This made it aware to me that the 1st Squads were doing their jobs. And the more the gunfire intensified, the more confident I felt that the attention wouldn't be on us as we crossed No Man's Land number 1. But that confidence was short-lived. When we got there and I heard the zips going over our heads, I wasn't entirely convinced that they were stray shots from the engagements and thought we could all be dropped at any moment. After we made it back into the trees, I didn't feel much better. I was happy everyone was where they were supposed to be, but there was more concealment than cover. And when I was throwing smoke, I half expected the enemy just to start pouring it into us. When I threw the last one and turned around, I was a little surprised 7th Squad was right there about to rush No Man's Land number 2. I was just hoping the smoke had enough time to cloud out. This part just went so quick in my mind. When I saw the dude take a round to the head and drop, and briefly noticed the already dead body of the 1st Squad mate in front of him, whose sudden departure caused the 2nd guy to hesitate and join him, I really didn't think any of us would make it the rest of the way to the tower. That sniper was just proving himself too accurate. And then when I heard the new gunfire from the right ahead of us, I felt it was pretty much decided this was it. We ran right into an ambush. But with a little good old-fashioned spray and pray, I got him with my last bullet in the mag. Didn't have much time to take a breather though, and was reminded to get inside the tower when I saw the round hit above my head. By this point, I was just impressed how well the AI had this tower on lockdown. I didn't feel any safer than I did when I was running through the smoke. It took some shrapnel from the ricochets of his gunfire, but it was only enough to cause my guy to wince in pain. You can see him shaking from the adrenaline spike. That's a realism mod I'm using. What surprised me the most about both of these operations, it's how lucky I got with my grenade placements. Every one I tossed found its target, and I'm definitely not that good. Yeah, when I saw how few guys from the first several squads were making their way toward the hangar, I figured there was probably only a handful of us still alive. And I don't think the other 2 guys from 7th Squad survived the rest of the capture of the tower, and if that's the case, that would mean 4th Platoon, who took the island, is now extinct. Except for me. But we'll see if the same fate is in store for the rest of us.